This is very unprofessional. Hey guys, no one's on yet. Uh, man, I'm gonna have Tiki hating my guts for the rest of my life. Sorry. Oh, the other one. I'll show you the other one. Just before anyone comes in here. Usually they're on. Hey, Morbid. Can you yell at the others for me? How's it going, dude? I have Tiki here. Don't forget to save him because I've already messed up. Times are not my favorite. Oh, wait. What time zone are you in, Tiki?
Fine.
Hey, JJ. Okay, they're starting to come in. I got Tiki in here a little early. I'm sorry, guys, and I'm very sorry, Tiki. I'm not good at that. Didn't hear you there. Okay. Start out with you had a couple really good interviews with Derek's reptiles. I really liked them.
He he messaged me not too long ago, and he's been doing podcasts with everybody. But yeah, I did a couple of interviews with him. I think we did two or so.
Yeah, I think it's two. I saw the first one. The second one I saw part of, but I haven't gotten all the way through it as of yet. And I liked listening to what was going on and everything. So have you been able to? I know you've been able to get together with Barchek, Brian Barchek, for something.
So he came out to our place. I want to say, I don't even know, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago,
Hmm.
and he was doing some videos. He was in Florida, so he hit me up, and he wanted to do some videos over here. So, you know, we did a he did a like one or two videos for his channel, and then I did a video with him for my channel,
Right.
and yeah, and we were talking. Where he also came to, I think, promote his the Animal Con. So he's doing like a did you
Yeah,
hear
that
about
big
that?
Animal Con. Is it August? No, August or September?
So I believe it's the last weekend of August, but it's there's a bunch of like animal YouTubers and influencers that are gonna go to that. So it's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot of fun. So yeah, he told me about that when he came, and we jumped on board.
I thought you guys would. It sounded really great to me. I've heard of a couple of different people who were going. I had asked a couple of uh, tarantula people about that for him, but they,
Tarantula Collective is going, and Tarantula Cat are going.
yeah,
Those
yeah.
two.
And is tarantula is one of those ones from Canada? Do you know? I know a Canadian one was going.
There's one called Ants Canada that
Hmm.
they have a big YouTube and they're
Right.
going.
Hmm.
I don't know if the no, I think Tarantula Cat and the Tarantula Collective are in the United States. I'm not
Hmm.
100% sure though. I'm not into the inverts as much, so I haven't
Yeah,
I just kind of know of them, but I don't really know where they
with that. Okay.
are.
Yeah, I knew about the ants. He said that one to me, and I've watched them a couple times, but more interesting than I thought it would be, actually. Hey, Bossa, how's it going? Or Junior.
I haven't even seen the ants, the Canada ants videos yet. I gotta watch those.
Yeah, you'll probably get stuck on it like I did, sitting there going, "He's doing what? They do that?" It just stuck up. Ah, phone. I ask a question and it says, "At first, I'm going to have to unlock your device." Does that all the time. It's like, you go over there. Oh, um, there's not many people here right now, so I actually got something like a beardie. I got a Rankin dragon.
You're in Canada, right?
Yeah,
What? Which city?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Do, Rankin's dragons must be hard to find over there, no?
It is pretty hard. We were at a reptile show last year. So I got a little Rankin's dragon, and Dorothy got herself a hey Venom, got herself a thank you Dot helmeted chameleon. Yeah,
I
she
like
passed
those a
away though.
lot.
She
Oh
is so
yeah,
pretty. Yeah,
yeah.
they.
Better chameleons, we get them a lot. They're really neat. I like them a lot. They're very underrated. Not a lot of people
Mhm.
speak about them.
You get the carpeted as well, don't you?
Then we'll have some. They're not as common because they're from
No.
Madagascar.
Oh, nice. So, uh, so there's been a lot of things that you have wanted to do. Have you been able to get your own? Have you been able to prove out uh, your own thing? Brain went morph as of yet.
So we have a couple that I have a couple that I'm working on.
Hmm.
There's probably one of the most promising are gonna be the hypomelanistic or amelanistic gargoyle geckos. We're not sure exactly what they are yet, but I have a bunch of offspring from my male. He's like pure white with orange stripes. He's really nice. I've never seen a gargoyle like him. I know of one other person that has something similar. They're also in Florida, but so I don't. So we still haven't been able to prove that out. And then I have like two crested gecko morphs that
Hmm.
might be something special, but I haven't really spoken about them. I haven't shown them or anything. They're just kind of
Right.
like I'm trying to prove it out first, and if I do prove it out, then everybody will know about it. If I don't prove it out, maybe I'll still show people because they're kind of cool. Um, but one is definitely something that has been reproduced by not just me, but a couple other people because I've seen around.
Hmm.
And then the other thing is something that I don't really ever see anywhere. So I hatched out babies and the babies look normal. So I got to grow those babies out and then breed them back to each other or to the dad and see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, but those are kind
it
of like
takes a while. It takes quite a
yeah,
while.
yeah, exactly. It takes a while and they're kind of like secret projects. 'Cause I'm not really
Hmm.
gonna show them off because I don't want to like
No.
hype everybody up, get everybody excited, and then it ends up being nothing, you know?
Well, you never know, but I agree with you. You know, don't show them off until you know, and don't get. How are your earring? Oh, those are your head things. Never mind.
Us.
We're like, is that a? I don't know. My brain just went strange. Don't mind me. You know, I can be crazy and all that stuff.
We're
And
gonna hopefully prove those out in a couple, maybe like 2 years or so. But we'll
I
see.
I saw where you got the little silver and the white uh blue tongues, uh skinks.
They're yeah, so they're called ivory blue tongue skinks. They're northerns,
Hmm.
and they're pretty much identical to there's like these white northerns from Australia.
Right,
They're like basically it's a white northern, so it's a white blue tongue skink and it's a recessive mutation. So if you
right,
breed that white northern blue tongue skink to a regular blue tongue skink, all the babies are gonna look normal, but they're all gonna carry that gene to be able to
right.
make those white northerns. So it's exciting because all the white northerns that are like all the blue tongue skinks that are white that are in the
Hmm.
United States aren't like recessive mutations, or they're kind of polygenic, so it's hard to reproduce them.
Hmm.
But these are easy to reproduce if you know what you're doing. So it's exciting because we have more to work with the Morse here in the United States, because Australia has all the Morse. They have albinos, melanistics, platinums, all these different Morse, but
Are
here
they
we don't
letting
have as
it out
many.
yet?
Huh?
I thought for a while they were Australia wasn't allowing any to come to North
Uh,
America.
no, they're not. So everything Australia is completely closed off, so they don't export any animals
Hmm.
whatsoever, nothing that's even captive bred. Um, so that actually a lot of people get upset when we call them ivory blue tongue skinks, because they're tech. We didn't make them. Like we got somebody sold them to us, and
Hmm.
they call them ivories. But we make videos and we call them ivories, so people get upset because they say,
Oh,
"Well, that's just a white northern." But I'm not gonna make that assumption. I gotta just go with whatever whoever sold them
yeah,
to me. I gotta go with what they say. Um, but yeah, it's they're really cool. I like them a lot, and some of them I don't. Manny says they lose the color as they age, but some of them are born with this really nice yellow or orange color down the back, and it's really neat. I hope they keep it.
yeah. I saw them. They were just when you did that, and they were so pretty. And oh yes, I also like your work building. When you
Yeah,
just stop, that's that.
uh, every day is we're still like building and trying to like we're right now we're rearranging the screen cages and switching
Mhm.
everybody over to new screen cages. So it's like nonstop work, but it's been a lot of fun.
Good. And oh, there's that. I'll let her just chomp away there for a bit. Uh, so it looked like you had quite a few more tegus. Um, where your girlfriend was in the was it a tegu cage or?
It was an old table cage.
Mhm.
Well, we used to have tegus. We don't have them anymore because we had to get rid of them because of all
Oh,
the things going on in Florida.
right.
So
Um,
they banned tegus in Florida, so you
right.
can't own them anymore. And we had a couple, and technically we could have been grandfathered in, but the thing is, if you want to keep your tegus outside, they were asking people to build these crazy enclosures like with cement walls and cement floors and double doors, and like the enclosures cost about like $10,000 each. So I couldn't afford that, so I had to get rid of all my tables.
Wow, that's sad. You guys really like those guys.
I know it sucks, but we're still here.
Stuff happens.
We're still
Yeah,
fighting for.
everything that you have, and USR have have they been
Nice.
able to get? ahead anywhere with this? The
They're it's they're under a couple lawsuits, and a lot of the lawsuits they can't tell anybody what is going on because there's so much legal stuff going on. Like,
Right.
so they can't put it out there, make it public, but they're under, like, I think three different lawsuits right now with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission. Um, so they're doing something, and they have won a couple lawsuits against them already in the past,
Yeah.
but until those are over and done with, they can't really talk about them, you know?
Right.
So it's, I just always tell people, especially that people that live in Florida, I'm like, this is our first line of defense, we
Yeah.
need them because they're the ones who are actually going out there and fighting these legal battles, and we're just here like all we could do is kind of like share their page or donate money, and they're the ones who are actually doing the fighting, the work.
Yeah. And they're working real hard, and they also have the Florida section, a U.S. Arc itself, and then the U.S. Arc Florida, which helps directly in Florida because of how much there is going on there.
All of our wildlife commission is probably the strictest in the country,
Hmm.
and they are the ones who are taking steps like they're going on the offensive. The commissioners have said this themselves. They said they don't want another Burmese python in the Everglades, and they're going on the offensive. So they're gonna actively ban things that may not be an issue, but they don't want them to be an issue, so they're just gonna outright ban it. And they have already done that with some animals.
Yeah,
So it's really scary because if you think about it, most reptiles can live outside in Florida. So
that is true. Except up here, they don't do very well in cold
yeah,
most of the time.
yeah, you'll be good in Canada for some time.
We will be, but the only thing is that we follow the U.S. So anything that happens down with you guys, because we've got tegus taken away on Alberta. Yeah, believe it or not.
You
Yep,
can't own a tegu in Alberta.
they took it away.
What?
I don't know exactly.
Oh wow, that's insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do stuff like that all the time in Canada. If they hear that something's being uh, banned in the states, they'll usually act on it pretty quick.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's scary.
it is. It is, especially like you're looking at all of your livelihood pretty much because you've got all the cresties and everything like that, and it's scary when they come up with these ideas of you know why this it's not doing anything.
There's a lot of people out there that don't think people should own animal, So
True.
I mean, I think everybody's crazy. There's crazy people everywhere, but it's like if they knew about the animals, if they understood what we do, then maybe they'd feel different. But
True enough.
they're working very hard to make it so we don't own any animals.
Oh, they'd even go after cats and dogs. It's like,
Exactly. I've seen crazy like things on the internet and I think it's satire. I think it's like people being trying to be funny, but then I look into it and I'm like, oh no, these people actually think like this.
mm-hmm.
Like, and it's just kind of terrifying that those people have some. That's my cat. Sorry.
Oh, you've
That
got
he's a
one of
hairless
the
cat. Yeah.
hairless. Hi,
Look
sweetie. Ah,
here.
boy or girl?
All right. He's a boy.
Oh yeah, I have. If I can get her here, just a sec. Whee! This is my little girl who's not looking at the camera. She used to be a big
Okay.
camera fan. Sorry, Monroe. She used to love whenever I'd pick up a camera or whatever, she'd be right in front of it. But now she's like, go away, leave me alone.
Pretty friendly though. Like
Yeah.
every time I have guests come over or anybody, he's not shy at all. He comes right out. He wants to interact with them. He doesn't like really attack anybody. So I'm really
Yep.
happy with him. He's a really good cat.
Hey, Gary. Um, yeah, cats can be extraordinary animals.
Yeah.
People just don't realize it half the time.
Like when somebody tells me they're not a cat person, I'm like, have you ever had a cat? Like, no.
Nope.
That's why. Because I mean, I have cats, I have dogs, I have all kinds of animals. I love all kinds of animals, but like you can't expect a cat to act like a dog. You know, you don't.
Exactly.
It's a completely different animal.
Yeah. And just like a dog, you can train them. It's just a different way of going about it. Um,
He's someone trained when I call him Casper, come here.
maybe.
But sometimes if I've trained him where I snap and then he'll come to me. But if like if he's in another room or something,
Mhm.
but he's somewhat trained.
I had one cat that was trained to sit, roll over, uh, jump up each level of the scratch post, and quite a few things I got him to do, and it was no problem training him. He was a big
I
suck.
haven't I haven't gotten that intense with my training, but
No.
I just I just wanted him to basically come over when I called him over, and like
Mhm.
if I need him to get out of the room or something, and he's good with it 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Right now he's just like grooming himself, so
He's
he's
like, nope, grooming,
yeah.
whatever, Dad. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't train them that much anymore. That was a long time I trained Tiger to do that. Um, he's long gone. Um, Solo's talking about her weenies. She has wiener dogs. Yeah, most people in here have cats, dogs, and ball pythons.
I have a friend of mine that lives right around the corner. He's a big ball python breeder, and he has some really, really beautiful ball pythons. Um, so I've been like, every time I go there, I just like geek out with him with his ball pythons. He has some really cool stuff. A
Nice.
bunch of OD pies and cheap OD pies, all these crazy things. I'm a gecko guy, so I'm not so used to all these more stuff, but they're really cool.
I don't have any ball pythons whatsoever. I just have two cresties, one leopard. Thanks, Dot. Sometimes I forget things very quickly. Well, I always forget things very quickly. And my one dragon. That's it.
Nice. Do you go to those shows up there? I don't know where
Um,
the Canadian, there's a big
yeah,
Canadian expo. You go to that one?
that would be Toronto. That
It's in
it
Toronto, right?
right, and that's in Ontario, which is way over by Michigan. So
So, how far is that from you?
2.5 days ride on a bus without stopping or stopping once for half an hour. I know that because that's how I got over here. Huh?
It's a long trip.
It is. It is. I moved out here and one trip like that, and that was forget it. Not doing that again. Well, we don't have the Greyhound anymore. So.
I always wanted to go to those. Hello.
Hello. I'm on.
I've always wanted to go to that reptile show.
The one in Ontario?
Yeah,
Yeah. They
yeah.
I've heard about it and it's really amazing what exactly to have. Here we have a few animals, not anything crazy or amazing, but very nice. It's still a good show and everything, and we do get some interesting ones. Dorothy's waving at Solo, I think, and Blakers.
Yeah.
Um, but
And Slither.
Slither. Hey Dot,
Yep.
you done eating?
Yep.
Would you mind grabbing me uh, Samwise, please?
Sammy. Okay.
Sammy. He deserves time on my shoulder. My my Cresty doesn't sit on my shoulder or anything anymore after our one cat almost got her.
Yeah, they're I used to have so when I used to live in my mom's house
Hmm.
where I started the business in my mom's garage,
Right?
um I had a day that some of the gecko bins got left open, and
Uh huh.
at my mom's house we used to have a cat. Well, she's still over there, but so
Yeah.
we were looking for these baby geckos all over the place. We found like two. There's like four missing. We found like two or three, and then the last one, we were looking around the house and we see the cat's like playing with something, and
Oh no.
she had the gecko, and luckily the gecko dropped its tail, so the cat was playing with the tail, and the gecko like started hopping away, and
Yeah.
I picked it up, and it was tailless, but at least it survived.
Yeah. How do you feel when people tell you that you are a role model for the younger generation and such because of oh you little booger? No. Okay, that he's
Yep.
trying to go after Monroe. I think he tries to chase the cat, but this is my little guy. He's
It's
got a
good.
very nice deal.
Come on, you. Come on, mister.
He's found out that he can startle Monroe, so he'll run right over to her and make her move, and she'll just go,
Uh, yeah, that's funny.
so. As I was saying, uh, how do you feel when people call you a role model for the younger generation?
It's sometimes like on the day to day, I don't like think about that stuff,
Hmm.
but sometimes for whatever reason it'll just sink in, and I just remember like who I was looking up to when I was like at that age,
Yeah.
um, and it makes me feel good, because I remember, I see it. I kind of get that feeling a lot after a reptile show because I get to
Right.
meet a lot of people and a lot of like kids, especially. So like after the whole reptile show is over and I have time for myself to think, like it really sets in, and it makes me feel good about what we're doing here, and what it inspires me to keep doing and keep pushing when we're tired and stuff. But
Hmm.
I think it's good for some of these kids or whatever to have something to look up to, because there's so much bad stuff out there nowadays, and
Yeah.
so much negativity, especially on the internet. Like that's why I don't really have like drama on the internet. Nobody, or if somebody like says something, I kind of just ignore it, because there's just so much negativity on the internet. So I try to like just you know
Yeah.
uh, look on the positive note at things.
Yeah. And you guys are always funny in your YouTube videos, and it's hard to get a screenshot of you still. Easy with Manny. Manny stays still, no problem whatsoever. So I couldn't skin. Okay, so I'm kind of making Daz characters out of you guys, if you don't mind.
What kind of characters?
Daz, it's a program where you make it's a lot of it's kind of like taking a Barbie doll and a Ken doll and putting a whole bunch of stuff on them and uh, posing them and putting a scene around them and everything and taking pictures. It's based upon basically, and they do have uh, businesses which use them for uh,
Different things.
that different things doesn't help. I think Tiki knows. uh, they use them for videos and a whole bunch of different uh, movie. They even use some of that stuff for movie explosions and stuff and for character things. Um, but I've been playing around with the program for quite a while, and I think Venom might still be in here. Venom and I did something called, uh, well, Venom named it. I did not. It's called Build a Hole. I would just put the character together and make it dance.
So
And
you take like screenshots of like the video or the person in the video or whatever, and then the program like animates whatever you want to it, or
something like that. I could take the person's face, and beforehand it took a bit more uh, to put the face on. Wi-Fi is what? I don't know
Sketchy.
what you were. Oh, well, it's sketchy. Anyway, it's easier to make the face go onto a form nowadays than it used to be because you just take up the picture and you click on the form and it goes on the form. But you have to make sure that the facial features, even though you may have the face and most of the features, some features may not be there. So you have to fiddle with it to make it look more like the person. Even though you can buy stuff that would help, that's a lot of money, too much trouble. But then you can take that and you can pose it, or I could change you into a reptile or whatever because I've got the extras, of course. I had to get it. It's like, let's see, a horse person, a deer person, this one, this one, this one. I got to get that. Anything that changes, gives you horns, gives you weird hair, gives you, put the guys in a dress, whatever. It's just too much fun. And I was hoping I'd be able to do that for you and Manny and put you in some kind of scene. If you trust me.
yeah, I trust you. Go
Okay.
for it.
Thank you. That you don't look at him like that. Don't make him scared. Don't scare him. He said he'd trust me, so don't make him not trust me. That's my
Don't
sister
worry, she is trustworthy.
Say
Yeah,
the
I mean,
rest of it.
she's like, but I'm waiting for the but.
Oh no,
She
she is
trusts me to be
trustworthy.
myself. Is
That's about it. Yes, she'll figure out something insane to do.
Hey, I only did a few people in that singing one with the faces. Only a few. And I didn't even start that one. I'm evil. What can I say? What?
She is.
So you say, okay, so I'll assume that Manny accepts that as well.
Um,
I remember the one time that I said that maybe you and Manny should have a contest between the two of you, and you went and you got a whole bunch of guys to dance on the beach and sent me that one on the video. Uh, it was one of the whatever chats.
what?
Hmm? It's a long while ago. You got a picture. You and these other guys were dancing on the beach, and you said, "Here you go, Sherry," and sent me that one.
Oh, I don't
Hey, there's
remember.
probably a lot of things you've done for a lot of fans and such. But yeah, that one was funny. I didn't save it though, which is too horrible.
Can't
Or
even.
are you able to save it in that? I don't know. That's the Snapchat. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It was. You just terrorized me with that. I was laughing my head off. Um, we do have this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go away thing. Oh, lady watching saying, "When are you getting off?"
Saying something.
Huh?
I don't know. She was saying something. I can't hear her on the
So,
phone.
how did you meet your? Oh, she was in that. She was working at that one place. Is that where you met her? You and Derek had talked about it. How did you meet your lady?
Gardens. Um. So no. So I actually met her through a mutual friend.
Hmm.
We were so there's a trip that that mutual friend set up where a bunch of us Florida animal people went to California, and
Yeah.
we did like a couple things. Like we went to a zoo. We went to like we got like behind the scenes things at a zoo. We went to different animal facilities, and she went on
Mhm.
that trip, and then so she lives here in Florida as well,
You
obviously,
got that?
and
Okay.
we you know, when we got back, she actually started working for me, and that's, you know, it spiraled out of control from there.
Cleaning tanks.
So she I originally needed people to clean tanks and stuff, and she would tell me like she hit me up. She's like, "Hey, I need a job," because she used to be a bartender,
Right.
and her like because of COVID, everybody shut down, right? So she
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, I need a job," and I was like, I kind of blew her off because I'm like, I need somebody to clean tanks, and I thought, you know, like a pretty girl, what's she gonna do cleaning tanks? But so then but she was like, "What? You don't know me?" Like she's like, I work with animals, like I clean, you know, like I'm used to it basically. I'm like, all right, I gave her a chance. She ended up working in the office anyways because she's better. She's really good with at talking to people, so she
Yeah.
handles a lot of the customers. Um, and yeah, and that's how, you know, that's how that started.
Hmm. Little back office deal. Okay. And last time I saw a little one running around there too. So, hmm?
What do you mean?
If I remember right, there was a youth running around when Derek interviewed you the first time.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't
No,
have kids, so maybe it was somebody
maybe it
else's
was me
kid.
dreaming or something. Yes,
Yeah.
they already have kids. Right, right. They need send
That's
them
what
back
she
for
wants.
share.
No, no, no kids
Okay.
yet. No kids yet.
Little too much for your brain for a moment there, huh?
Many reptiles. I gotta before I take on another project. I gotta.
Can I keep that down for if you have kids?
That's the
Yeah,
next
I can
breeding project.
use that as a framery when you get older. Wait, I'll probably be dead by then. Oh well. um, it was. Oh, that's why. Thanks, Moon. It was Derek's kid. Possibly.
Kid, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's got a cute
on his
little
side
bit.
of the screen.
Could have been. I get confused. Ask Dot. Yeah. And what else was I thinking of? At least I've gotten you to laugh, which is good. I like that. um, I don't think you ever got to meet Derek. Did he go down there? No.
Not in person, no. Just over the his live stream,
Hmm.
but not in person, no.
Okay, so it was just live streams you guys got to say. Think. Okay, gang. Questions. Questions for the Gecko Man. Come on. So your first one was in your mom's garage for your business, and then you and Manny moved into a house with a big place.
Well, we didn't move into a house, but we both rented a house. That
Okay.
actually it was owned by his aunt. So
Okay.
she was cool with us, having all the animals there, and we outgrew that place pretty quickly.
Hmm.
So we were there for about 3
Yurt.
years.
Three. Okay.
Yeah, we were there like 3 years, and then I started looking to buy a property, and so I could expand. Because here I have a lot of outdoor space, and then we
Right.
also had so I was able to put some sheds up where we
Hmm.
keep a lot of the animals.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you've got oh 5 or 7 sheds already. Was it?
So we have 3 sheds and one house that is like it's like the gecko house is where all the geckos are at. So there's like
Right.
4 buildings outside.
Oh, there's 4. Okay, I'm counting wrong again.
Yeah.
I was probably counting the iguana one and the ones that aren't nice. I forget which one it was. The rhinos, rhino.
There's
Yeah,
yeah, the rhino iguanas, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Like Bella. Yes, please hit the buttons. Subscribe, everyone. We're going to have a giveaway at that point. And wait, the 300 point giveaway. Um, well, the 30th is that fundraiser that Michaela set up. But our one of our roommates, best friend, she passed away this last Wednesday. So Michaela, who's usually in here with us, set up a fundraiser because we may have to move faster than we thought. It's like, you're doing what? Okay, whatever you want. So she's having fun with that. So, oh, we need 20 more subs for. Okay. We have a regular giveaway that Dorothy wanted to set up for my channel here because wanted to get to 300, so she wanted to give away a little house thing. But that's a completely different thing. That's hard work.
Do you have snakes or just the geckos?
So we keep pretty much all kinds of reptiles. We don't breed snakes, but we do sell them. So we'll get them from some of our friends that breed them, and we sell them. And we always have snakes here at the facility. So there's all
Mm.
kinds of animals here.
Pretty close to everything you can think of except for Tagos.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Those were nice
No
Tagos.
green iguanas
Oh, yeah, you have the green ones. Are those the bitchy ones?
anymore,
Huh?
huh?
Oh, not anymore. Right. They're killing them off,
They're,
aren't they?
yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
accidentally found a channel. They were shooting them. Uh, you were going to say? Sorry.
Yeah, they got, those are another animal that went illegal, so
Mhm.
they got banned. You can't keep them anymore, and the commission is encouraging everybody to kill them. So
Yeah. So that's where you get the shows where you're allowed to show that. Um, you should show. Who should show what solo? Cat wash it. Oh, they're talking about Keenan. That's what they're saying. That Keenan should have rhino iguanas. You got yours as adults, right?
yeah, I got them from a friend of mine that he sold me the pair since I have the space now.
Right.
And they actually, the female should be laying eggs any day now. They bred, and she should be laying eggs any day now.
Nice. So you pull the eggs from the rhino iguanas as well, right?
Made a
'Cause-
nest, and then she goes in there, she digs up, she'll lay the eggs, and then we got to go in there, kind of like dig them back up and put them and incubate them.
how long do those ones incubate for?
70 days, I believe. Yeah, like 70
Oh
days.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's not too bad considering. I mean,
it's not bad.
yeah, because the geckos can be a while as it
Things that
is.
could that incubate for like 120 days
Yeah, so
and
that's a
stuff.
big difference too.
Yeah,
Nice, get them faster. I'm happy that they got going so quick.
for sure. They took to each other right away. So hopefully the first year with those guys is not the best, but hopefully we could hatch them.
And then it takes a um. Don't mind me, my brain's trying to keep going here. Um, I'm seeing no questions from the group. No more questions from the groups. Have you seen another question? Oh, Braves
No, I
police.
only saw the one.
Okay. Dorothy normally tells me if there's a question in here because I'm not the best at watching the side. Uh, it's just I don't keep it going so well with that. Um, you were asking about video games. Do you play any?
Not really. So I have a Switch and I have an Xbox, with the X series,
Hmm.
but I barely ever play. The Switch we play mostly like when friends come over or something, we'll play like Mario Kart or Mario Party. Those are fun, but
Oh
I don't
yeah.
play like any serious like
serious anything else.
yeah, no, no. I used to game a lot when I was younger, like when I was like growing up, you know. I used to love all the Nintendo, like Zelda,
Donkey
um,
Kong.
Donkey Kong, all the Mario, all the Nintendo games,
Yep.
Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eidolon. What's it
I
called?
don't play.
There was
I
this one
wish
I think had to use both feet and both hands trying to get through it. Um, the dungeon one with the when you'd get eaten by the weird dragon and you'd have thing poking out. I played a lot of those too. See, so that's the base games you've played. So you're not into games anymore, which is good. I mean, if you got into too many games, that would
Take
um,
away from.
take away from the care of the animals. But I know you love animals so much. It's really great. Can he show
it's
any
my
of his
main love.
reptiles? Solo asks.
They're in the other buildings. They're all locked up and everything now. So, but we have maybe on a different street, maybe another day. But we have a lot of YouTube videos and stuff where we show off all our stuff.
Yeah.
So check those out.
Yeah, check out his videos. They're really good. I have them in the thing below the content. So I did put his all of the IG, the
Stuff.
YouTube, and everything's down below. It better have gone through. I did put it in there. I hope it stayed. So
It's
all
Tiki's Geckos on everything. So
yeah, that's
keep
easy to go. Easy to go. And
Yep.
yes, Solo, I'm lost again. She's always laughing at me. She thinks it's funny when I say arse instead of ass. See, there we go. That's the reaction I get
me
all
a
the time.
second.
Huh?
Second.
Um, I don't think I have any other real questions. I know uh, this was only supposed to be about 30 minutes, which has gone longer because I mess up. I'm sorry, Cheeky. I sure am. But I will make it up to you, making some really nice pictures of you and Manny. And wait, let's do this here for a second. Okay. Could you do straight on with your face, please? Just hand away, straight on. Beauty. You always have that funny grin, that grin. It's a wonderful grin. There we go. I should be able to do a good one with that because any of the ones I've tried to get has the grin. The grin, or you do a lot of the talking with your hands. Like I keep forgetting that I do that too. Uh,
Talk with my hands all the time.
mhm. Oh, I remember you said your mom came here when you were young. Where, or is my brain going somewhere else?
When I was we used to live in Venezuela,
Mhm.
and we came to the United States when we were I was 9,
Right.
and yeah, we just came. We had to come over here.
Yeah, it was pretty dangerous at that point of time.
I,
Yeah.
it's a very dangerous country.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did come over here. And
I'd be doing what I'm doing now if I didn't. So
no, you wouldn't be at all.
uh,
Um, You start from where I had mentioned about you being a um, kind of a. Now, I wrote this down just because I knew I would constantly forget. Um, the stupid fog. Um, a Not a morph. You're not a morph. Dang it. Being a someone that youth can look up to.
Role model?
Sorry, huh?
Role
Thank you,
model?
Dot. Thank you, Dot. It's good I have my family help me with this. Um, but it's where was it going? I need to be in a home soon. uh,
You're fine.
you started when you were quite young. You're probably around 18 or 20 when you started with the animals, if not earlier, just getting the idea.
So yeah, when I started the business, I was probably like 18.
That's what I thought.
I was in high school.
Yeah. And you knew already what social media could do for you. And that was started pretty quick.
I not really understand it at first as much, but I knew that, it was just like what everybody was doing, so I just started doing it, and then I started seeing like the possibilities, and that just
Oh,
like
yeah.
to keep on doing it.
Yeah. And you guys kept it funny, which is what I think one of the reasons it kept people coming back. Plus, you knew your stuff. You certainly give a lot of information, especially in your ones about the genetics or the morphs of each one of the animals. Uh, in your uh, it was third season that you had the one set of two episodes with that. But I know you made a new one.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like you gotta try to be entertaining, but you also gotta, or at least in my opinion, you should try to educate a little bit.
Mhm.
Like I don't I I could easily do like just entertaining videos, but I feel like that's not it doesn't have as much substance.
Right.
So and
You're not
plus
going to
I'm
be like
not
Weird Al.
yeah, exactly. But it's like a sweet spot, like the balance of it.
Hmm. And it takes quite a bit to find a good balance, especially when you're with someone else as well. How much fun or how much was it when you and Manny started to do the videos to work together well? I mean, you two seem to work together well in the first place because you're friends and everything. But
Manny, he's like my brother. He's one of my best friends, and we have so much in common as far as our likes and stuff and our
right,
passions. So it was easy to just be ourselves on camera or be ourselves, even though it's kind of hard to be on camera, especially when we were
yeah,
starting off. Now it's not as much, but when we were starting off, it was kind of hard. But that's why we included the bloopers because
yeah,
we would kind of mess up a lot, and then we included the bloopers, and that like people really liked that because it was funny. But
yeah,
it was really what we were doing, like we weren't faking them or anything. It was just like I guess like us being camera shy, just dumb things happening, and it just happened to
hmm
be funny.
yeah. I know. Which reminds me, everyone, if when you go see any of Tiki's videos, remember to watch those bloopers. They are funny. They are quite amusing, especially when the geckos get away or is like juggle, gecko juggling. You're very good at gecko juggling now. Very good at
Hmm.
Yeah, I
it.
have a lot of years of training.
How good is your lady at gecko juggling?
I'll tell you that. Probably not that many people in the world are as good as me without being too cocky. I just spend way too much time playing with geckos.
True, true. Do you still have the one that you first started off with, the one that goes across the Tiki's Geckos uh, name?
No, so that guy actually passed away last year. I had him
Oh,
for um close to 12 years, but
yeah.
he passed away last year actually.
Oh,
Yeah, he was one of my favorites. But I have grandkids from him now. I even
yeah.
have great grandkids from him now. So I have a lot of his blood that is still, a
It's
lot of
still,
his generations that are still living and that I have here.
yeah, it was quite a beauty. And you had mentioned on one of your earlier episodes as well about how. Oh, stay in there. Stay in there. About how.
She'll remember eventually.
Uh, um, you can say done whenever you want, by the way. Yeah, I don't mind. Um,
Remember the question, we can wrap it up afterwards.
as what I was figuring you were looking at. That was. Oh, forget it. I'll go to the other one that I was thinking of, which ran away. So, um, we have a friend on here who does Sunday work with kids. It's a he lets the kids run through it and everything. Um, they tell about the animals and such. If he wanted, would you do a small bit to talk to those youngsters? Okay, I'll talk to him. Flexen dot.
Flexen, yes.
Yes, Flexen has Flexen Youth Chat is what he calls it. He does that
Okay.
on Sundays, so I'll talk with him and get the information for you if you were interested in talking to the kids because they're around 8 to 18 or something like that. And there's this one young girl who was showing off all of her pythons. It was just so cute. Um, love
The
kids, love
reptile
Like
animals.
has a
have
question.
reptiles and stuff.
Yeah, just to talk to them about what it's like to uh, own so many and to work in that, uh, how to go about it.
The
Um,
reptile's asking what type of videos you make.
what kind of videos does he make? No, he does not do live feedings. He has the type of animals that you guys would probably want to do the live feedings with. No, you can't have them. Uh,
We do mostly like care videos or like just different videos about different species, or we do a lot of crested gecko, gargle gecko, blue tongue skink videos. So videos about our reptiles.
yeah, and there's quite a bit on the what he has done with starting um, the way to put together the crates and stuff like that for the different types of
So
geckos and everything. And yeah, he does. a lot of good videos. So if anyone is into, especially the cresties, and you do have a couple on leopard geckos too, don't you? If I remember properly.
Videos on so many different animals, but yeah,
Right.
leopard geckos, crested geckos, gargoyle geckos, bearded dragons. We have videos on everything,
Yep.
and we're still, we're still putting out so much new content,
Yeah.
on a weekly basis. So
And he's got some really wonderful lines. He's the one who has the Deadpool line that Brian Barchak loves. He's gotten a couple of your Deadpools. Um, they just got a white Lily White not long ago too, and they're wonderful videos. Go watch them. Go to his website and take a look at his animals that he has. They're beautiful animals because they put their all into it. And oh yes, the his shop for buying stuff as well. He doesn't have my favorite shirt anymore, but he's still got nice stuff. That was the Mandela one. Whoever did that did great. I really like that.
the graphic designer, he's done our logos and everything.
Oh, nice. So, okay. Well, thank you very much for being with us and forgiving me for having such a rotten start.
I had fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, and I'm glad you did have fun. So, say hi to everyone there for all of us, and take care. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I did make a mistake. I didn't realize exactly his um, what his uh, time zone. Thank you, love. Time zone was, and oops, I gave him the wrong time dealing with time zones. So he was on a lot earlier than I figured. And it's like, la la la. Good thing I sit here and wait sometimes to to do stuff because I will forget when I'm working on things. And yeah, I'm glad so many people did, or quite a few
Came
people
in.
did come in. Um,
Night
yeah,
cat eyes.
hey, Mark, you just missed Tiki. Tiki from Tiki's Geckos. So,
And he escaped.
and he just escaped now. He stayed for a good hour, which he said he would be able to come on for about half an hour, and he actually stuck around for an hour, which I really was appreciative. I still am, not was. I'm very appreciative of it from him. Uh, I I appreciate in the first place for him coming and visiting. So
Mhm.
that's damn vibro fog. Ah, I had lots of my stuff written down here and everything is just where'd I put that? Ah. Yeah, it was pretty good. So that's good. I hope everyone has enjoyed having a different kind of guest on, a different person on, a new type or different kind of guest than I normally have on. Um, well, he's not a different kind of guest. He's very easygoing, young man. Okay, I'm sounding like a grandma now. He's a nice young man. He does a lot of wonderful things and is really good with the kids. And, I think he's going to be just fine.
Okay. It would be appreciated if you did not do that again.
Do what again?
Just fine.
And Michaela is somewhere. I don't know where Michaela is. She's probably still relaxing. Um, where is Beth? There it is. Yeah. Um. So. 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 So.
So,
Okay. Uh. Oh, one of Dorothy's books. Here, I will put this on solo so Dorothy can show you. Oh, that is cute. It almost looks like the cottage. Oh, and it has a little